Localization is definitely goes beyond translation, goes beyond payments.
The players are going to be more protected, more secured.
Retention first is not just overwhelming players with bonuses.
Getting more success give you an ability to become not the leader of the successful story, but the leader of the successful people.
Knowledge is multiplying by sharing.
Hi everyone, welcome to the new episode of Evoplay Podcast, where iGaming industry leaders share their insights. My name is Alex Malchenko, I'm head of sales at Evoplay, and today's guest is Milica Jovanović from Atlaslive, a chief business development officer with nearly a decade of experience in iGaming.
His startup in iGaming, and he invited me to join. To be honest, I rejected, but as I was struggling back then with finances, I then changed my mind and accepted, and was doing 3 jobs in parallel.
Wow.
I am, and I want to highlight this. Why? Because, now when people see my career and they're really say positive things about it, our industry is very attractive, and there's word spread that there is a lot of money. Yeah, it's true. But as a beginner, you cannot expect that someone will really value, even though you're for sure you have some qualities as a professional, but you still cannot contribute. You still have to obtain a lot of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So, in startup, as in every startup, you do everything. So, but this is a great experience because I was included in B2C operation, in B2B operation,
All right.
in Macau Gaming, gaming studio. So it was Novatec Global and Macau Gaming.
So basically you explored it completely.
Yes, and so I want to try to make this long story short, but in my case it's always long story long. So, because I know that the audience will be different, from beginners to professionals to this industry. So I want to highlight some things. When you become independent in daily activities, like on your job, you then know that you are ready for the next stage.
All right.
Yes.
Since you mentioned that, maybe you could share any challenge or any situation which influence your growth, which made you stronger maybe, or maybe some case which you overcome on your career.
Yes, of course. When you want to get a good position, you are always challenged. I had many challenges so far, of course. One was in my previous company, where people didn't trust you that much at the beginning, and then you had to prove yourself in a very short time frame, which I did. Of course, I was just upgrading myself. But currently, speaking from this perspective as a C-level, I'm changing. I'm facing different challenges. Mostly, but I'm remembering just the recent ones. The one which I have to mention is definitely Brazil regulation, this year, and overall, the regulatory frameworks are always challenging. you have to adapt very quick. And I honestly put the whole my attention to build a team and processes in a way that they're resilient and they can switch from one thing to another in a very short time frame.
Yeah, like in the blink of an eye.
Yeah. So said that, we are now able to to really claim that all the changes our clients will use as their advantage. It's not that they will have to wait and react on changes. We actually everything prevent on time.
All right. And since you mentioned localization, maybe you could tell us more about why it is so important to follow the trends in the local markets, to improve your offering, and to adopt to the local market requirements.
Yes, localization is actually my favorite topic.
So,
Because in my career, I really had different situations. Because you can develop world-class products, but for maybe wrong audience, and it will not work in practice. And localization in our industry, sometimes most people are thinking about localization in a way that they have to adjust language, dialect, and to have native famous. But no, yes, I actually I agree to this, but about this, we have to dive deeper. Because you have to actually truly understand who your player is, who is behind the screen. And players are different on different markets. So, for example, in Latin America, we have very passionate, bonus-driven players, and you have to clearly explain bonus, because if you are not clear in your communication, if you, for example, try to explain bonus in I don't know, English, like legal English, like the odds that you can count on is 1.01 for sure that they will leave your website. So, and what is for one player a reason to endorse your website and those platform behind it, for another player is maybe a reason to leave it forever from the player from another jurisdiction. For example, compared to Latin American player, we have, for example, African player who sees betting as an income tool. So they are thinking in a way, if I hit this ticket, I'm gonna solve my whole week. I will solve my problem, financial problem of this week. And they are more focused. They are more statistics oriented, and because they are forced to do it in that way. So yes, localization is definitely goes beyond translation, goes beyond payments. You have to build a platform in a way that it creates feeling that is built for certain market, for certain players. And that for them, the feeling is that they're in familiar space.
All right, I totally agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree. Well, I think that it also different from country to country. I mean, we can't treat LATAM as just a complete single market. There are so many differences between the countries.
Yes.
Starting from language and to some local habits, local holidays, and many other stuff.
Absolutely. I totally agree, and this is like, you're serving perfectly like cooked a steak in India, like maybe it's perfect and delicious, but no one even will look at it.
Yeah.
This is the thing. It's a very important one. We in Atlaslive really like. Of course, we set what our target markets are, and then we really dive into like research who our players are, and then we are like building, modifying everything like so they feel website as a native one. So this is our goal. We are really doing it great. I'm personally in charge of expansion, and so far we have great success on different markets.
Let's see. Well, thank you for such an amazing insight on this regional development, let's say. And my next question comes to your other markets, or let's say both markets, Africa and Latam. What are the main differences in players' preferences, and what are main trends we should expect the following years?
Yes. Just to add something, as this is a topic which I really like, and I researched a lot. So soon we will publish one text related to it. So please follow Atlaslive social networks. We will soon publish it, so I think our audience will enjoy it.
Do you mean you are preparing some sort of reports, or?
Yeah, we are doing it regularly.
I mean, for this particular purpose.
We are like cooking now something like interesting.
Some exclusive content.
Yeah, this is like exclusive for you. Yeah, so you asked me for the main differences.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe you could tell us more about what do you believe the main trend in 2026 for these markets?
Yeah. Those markets are first in different stages. So definitely, but direction will be same. As I already mentioned, on one side, we have, for example, Latin America, and they want the instant payments. Pix, for example, is a perfect example. So they want instant deposits and withdrawals. On the other hand, we have Africa, where the only screen they actually use is mobile screen.
Wow.
And mobile money is must. So definitely instant like payments will be like developed in the future for both markets, even though they are in different stages. Also, personalization for both markets, as I already mentioned, are really needed, and I think that most of the companies will take this direction. Mostly, let's say these two things. Of course, regulatory and everything that is related to responsible gaming will be important as well, because it gives additional trust. And if on those markets you want to engage and keep players being loyal to your platform, you have to make these bonds. And I think that this will be what we can expect ahead in 2036?
Well, from my experience, from what I see in the market, I believe the players are going to be more protected, more secured by the more regulatory requirements, more transparent work in the particular markets.
Exactly.
And this is what we already see in, let's say, starting from Brazil and moving further to across Latin America.
Yes. Regulatory like frameworks are really like essential for protection of players. There is no doubt about it, and I think that it will positively reflect on all the market.
Well, if we are talking about the players' retention, how do you think, which tools are most effective in iGaming?
Retention first is not just overwhelming like players with bonuses. I think that, and I'm happy to see actually that this is a topic which many company takes in consideration. Also, I want to say that we in our company are taking care a lot about like tools which we use to engage our, like genuinely engage our players. And so personalized approach I think is a key to make this retention. You see, now I see I'm researching, of course, always some new features, something new, what we can develop. AI will be used a lot to personalize this experience. So even a regular player will, I'm sure in future, have this feeling of a VIP because like industry and like everything is evolving fast. So I really feel that this kind of tools will engage players, and one-time player makes into loyal player. And what I mentioned a minute ago, everything that is it is related to responsible gaming, all the transparency we have to give and to put player in control when it comes to limits. This will definitely build this trust and this bond between like certain websites, platform behind, and player itself.
Yeah, and of course, I believe the customer support should be proper. I mean, assisting with some different experience, let's say.
Absolutely.
Like when you're talking about the personal approach, could you please tell in more detail, like, is it some custom bonuses or something else?
Yes, I mean, I also want to say that also, for example, free bags like bonuses in real time also work great for retention. When I mean personalized, you are able to segment your players to understand deeply their players' behavior, and according to that, to send certain marketing campaign, not like generic one, but like certain marketing campaign that works exactly for that player, for like matches that he or she likes to play. So I meant on that. And using AI, I think we will be able to really develop something great in the future to make it be like really better.
All right. So knowing your players and analyzing their habits, analyzing their preferences, it was really important to.
Yeah. We like in our company doing it regularly. We had a great database and of course tools that we are providing our partners with. So they have great insight and the way how to segment layer and how to personalize experience.
Well, let's talk more about personal. I wonder what inspires you most in your work. Is it more personal achievements or team success or I don't know, some successful cases and projects? What inspires you most?
Yes. To be completely honest when it comes to this question, when I was younger and on some lower stages, uh, of course, my personal success, projects, new projects, like some challenges motivated me a lot. My success are my people because my legacy leads to my team. I was very fortunate that God brought on my path great professionals who upgraded me in so many ways and changed this perspective, changed me totally this perspective. Now I'm trying to and this motivates me a lot to upgrade my people in so many different ways. Because we are now at the expo and we see all these lights, great stands, products, etc. This is something that it was someone's idea, and that's how I see it. And I let my team to I let them propose things, think how we can improve it, how we can do it differently, how from some idea and brainstorming make something that will work in practice and spread the words about our teamwork. This is the culture we really built within our company. And I'm really grateful that I'm surrounded by people who are thinking the same. To conclude, to sum up, definitely people are for me the most important in this moment.
So you mean getting more experience, more knowledge, and being more getting more success, more experience will give you an ability to become not the leader of the successful story, but the leader of the successful people, right?
Exactly. I was really lucky that God brought me great professionals who gave me a push, who were not selfish, actually. And I learned one thing. What is meant to be yours will be yours no matter what. I never imagined that I'm gonna work in this industry. I coincidentally entered my first work. Then I continue also coincidentally. I didn't mean that I will continue working in this industry. If I can say, don't be to other people, don't be selfish. I like to say, I don't have even space for coins in my pocket or in my wallet, you know. With me, everything is, let's say, big, wide, grand, ready to scale, because knowledge is multiplying by sharing. Experience that, like, don't be selfish, like, experience that freedom in giving, in sharing, in loving, and you will see. And it's matter of the time when universe will give you back everything even more. So
I see. I totally agree. I mean, sometimes you may even notice that your team members could know some insight from the market which you're not aware of, or maybe assist
yeah,
surprisingly, in the certain case.
yeah,
So, I mean, you're investing into their development, into their success, and then both of you are growing.
yeah.
So it's synergy.
Absolutely. And you know, sometimes someone like says, "Oh, you will like spend time, and maybe that person will leave company." But people are everything. I'm asking, what if we do not invest? What we can expect then in return? So I do it with pleasure, really, and I'm happy that now I can like hear so many positive comments of my team on during this expos. So I'm really proud of my team and my company.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you for sharing so many insights. And right now, it's a time for a quick game. I will ask you some questions. Don't need to overthink it. Just quick and always honest response is everything we need. So let's start. What's top book, podcast, or resource that inspired you?
Book, I will mention the last one I've read, 5 Seconds Rule. It's a very good one. Let's say the way how you can cheat your brain and to like not overthink but act. Second podcast, Serbian one. It's business stories. I really like it. There is also a conference like related to this topic, and I offer go. This is a podcast where successful entrepreneurs are sharing their successful stories.
All right. So, which region do you think offer the most growth potential for the iGaming in the next few years?
Okay, Latin America, Brazil, definitely. Let's mention Africa, Nigeria and South Africa. And Asia, mostly India and Philippines.
Which habit or routine helps you to stay productive and focus?
I'm doing yoga now.
Oh, wait.
It really helps me to handle different, sometimes very tough situations in calm way. I thinking it's for me something new that I recently started practicing. Yes, working out, definitely. That's 2 habits.
So the next question is, what is the best way to inspire your teammates?
The best way is to give them a wider picture.
All right.
So they understand that their role is really important and it really impacts and what I'm sharing, even when I was on lower levels, I was acting that my job is the most important one in the company.
All right.
So I'm now trying to share this attitude that no matter if you are beginner, you are needed. Your dedication is highly appreciated and it's really valued. And even you're doing like, I don't know, like you're, let's say, beginning the customer support. There is always something valuable that you can learn, and that you will bring some knowledge somewhere where you will maybe be the one that's like inspiring other people once in life. So this is like a long story short. I'm motivating them in a way that they should understand that they're like integral part of the system, and the system really needs them to everything to works to works properly.
To work properly. I see. So the final question is, what's your best tip for getting the most out of the conference in our industry?
Out of the conference, always come prepared. Like preparation number one. Second, when you come and you know your meetings, be focused. Think about the most important things you have to speak on that meetings, and make notes. Written word is written words. You meet a lot of people. You probably will like forget their faces, what you spoke, but once you come back, you will have everything like black and white. So this is my advice, and yes, be wise. Do not lose your energy on some small talks, because those conferences are very demanding, and you should maintain your energy on certain level to be able to take most of it.
All right. Thank you for your honest responses. I really appreciate it. And thanks for your time. Your insights are one of the best. And I wish you luck in conquering the upcoming markets. Thank you again. And
thank you, Alex. It was a pleasure once again, and hope we will again see you soon.
yeah, see you next time. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.